Dominica, good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we'll talk about it. So stick around. One of the stories circulating at this time, as we say, if it's on the block, we'll talk about it. I have seen a story this afternoon that reads from the Nature Isle News, an online newspaper, that Magistrate Pearl Williams has refused to file a caveat to be used as security for bail of an Anya Woodman of Louisville, and has remanded her to the state prison until proper documents are obtained to secure her bail. Woodman is charged with the theft of $182,000 between March 2023 and May 2024. The property of KFC where she worked as a supervisor. Wow, that's a big one there for a young person there. Wow. Let's continue this afternoon there as we continue to explore the issues of the day. She was arrested on May 25th, 2024, and granted bail on May 29th, 2024. The prosecution did not object to bail when she appeared in court, and the charges were read to her. Since the matter is an indictable one, she was not required to plead. So we're talking about $182,000 between March 2023 and May 2024, the property of KFC, where she worked as a supervisor. Sad news, for a young lady. Again, Magistrate Pearl Williams has refused to file with a caveat to be used as security for bail of the young woman of Louisville, namely Anya Woodman. And she has been remanded to the state prison until proper documents are obtained to secure bail. We'll keep monitoring that one. Again, just a lesson for young people. Be very, very careful. And Mr. John Baptist, kind of like somebody saying, why don't you post ministers when they do wrong? Just a point to you, Mr. John Baptist. See, people are noticing. So when government ministers or other politicians do wrong, you should post the pictures as well. But I think he did post Mr. Darrow when he had an issue with the court, huh? I just want to send out a strong warning, especially for the young people. When you sue, when it doesn't belong to you, leave it alone. Well, you can say innocent until proven guilty. But we'll have to monitor that situation, okay? But this afternoon I chose to I've been monitoring the pre-budget consultations taking place. I think today might be the final day. And I heard two interesting statements on the Nation station as to what may be happening with agriculture. But with the pronouncements, farmers are complaining. A lot of money spent for the agricultural industry. But do we see it on the ground, and are the farmers happy, or are the funds politicized? Of course, I heard the FS expressing some views. I think it was 2 days ago.
For agriculture, it's to pay back some of. In a few weeks' time, we'll go back to Parliament to take another $8 million for agriculture. US dollars, equivalent to 21 million EC, 21.6 million EC. When COVID came, we took a loan of $3.5 million to support you during COVID. Before that, 25 million. So total $98.6 million EC dollars for agriculture over the past just a few years, if I have to take it from 2020 to now. 98 million in loans. These loans are to be paid for. We pay them back every month. So every month, some of the tax we collect is to pay back some of these loans. So I wanted to make that point as financial secretary. Agriculture, again, is the area that we've given the most concessions to, down to the VAT. We do not normally exempt VAT, and we've done it only for agriculture, basically, where we have agriculture equipment, the inputs, all of this. I think the Ministry of Agriculture, if we could say in our local language, have taken everything under the kitchen sink to put into the VAT Act as being exempt. If you observe, we have not had a lot of benefit out of this.
All right, let's play that again. Let's play it again. And you farmers can tell me whether you're receiving this kind of benefit. Let's take it again. Uh-huh.
US dollars.
Take it again.
US dollars. Equivalent to 21 million EC, 21.6 million.
From the top.
In a few weeks' time, we'll go back to Parliament to take another $8 million for agriculture. US dollars. Equivalent to 21 million EC, 21.6 million EC. When COVID came, we took a loan of $3.5 million to support you during COVID. Before that, 25 million. So total $98.6 million EC dollars for agriculture over the past just a few years, if I have to take it from 2020 to now. 98 million in loans. These loans are to be paid for. We pay them back every month. So every month, some of the tax we collect is to pay back some of these loans. So I wanted to make that point as financial secretary. Agriculture, again, is the area that we've given the most concessions to, down to the VAT. We do not normally exempt VAT, And we've done it only for agriculture, basically, where we have agriculture equipment, the inputs, all of this. I think the Ministry of Agriculture, if we could say in our local language, have taken everything under the kitchen sink to put into the VAT Act as being exempt. If you observe, we have not had a lot of benefit out of this.
All right. Let's go to the telephone. Farmers, are you feeling this on the ground? Millions of dollars, according to the FS, is being invested in agriculture. Let's go to the telephone. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Matt,
I'm here.
Matt, you know of anybody in Dominica who gets any help after COVID? Because he said that they took whatever amount of money to help us. And the agriculture again is the first thing this gang killed. When they came in, agriculture, they rip havoc on agriculture, they kill agriculture. Now they want to revise it. It just stuck. Nothing was happening. Thank you, Matt.
Again, the question on the ground is, on the floor, do you think enough is being done for agriculture? It seems a lot of money is being spent. So farmers, you should not complain, huh? According to her, the FS, millions of dollars under the kitchen sink to invest in the industry. So you should not complain. Hello, talk to me. Yes?
Yes. I'm glad I catch you early. I sent a request to the youth of Dominica, right? The righteous youth of Dominica, Richie Fight. Matt, all this money you hear the people telling you to take here, take there, all that is speech, fancy talk, and people fall for it. Fancy talk is one thing you don't believe. You look at facts, Matt. You know farmers, right? Ask the farmers. The farmers who listening to you, they should call you and let the people know whether this thing is true or not. Because here's I'm going to tell you why. I don't believe nothing people say. I got to see some facts and I got to read for myself what's buried in all the nonsense they're telling you, or listen closely. You know they were taking money to put for airport, right? And there was so much money in the airport fund. Then when the man came and speak to the people, you know how much money was left for the airport? $230-some. It went from millions, 5 million a month. They're going to put in for next year or 2 years. I don't remember the numbers. But all these things are a bunch of stuff that goes on all the time in my head. So, so much garbage goes in my head sometimes when I listen to what's taking place. But what you need to do, talk to farmers. Let the farmers call and let them tell you the truth if they get in the benefits of what that lady's saying there. Another thing, when they tell you them kind of money going to this here and that there, don't forget the 90-10 formula. They will take money for certain things and the money never make it to where it belongs. It end up in people's pockets, or it end up in certain things for the people when they're giving out to especially the nepotism. Another thing I want to put on the table, because people must start thinking and remember. You remember when they gave some contractor to, I think it was Dredge River, it was how much money they paid the people to do that. I'm sure they overcharge them because everything has a kickback. Don't you ever forget that. Everything that they pay to outside contractors is a kickback. That's why they don't hire our people. Okay? The man get a $9 million kickback. Like just says a tax return is a fund. And I believe that money was shared between them and somebody on the island who giving them the authority to do what they want. You have to always listen to this thing and take it with a grain of salt. I'm listening. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 449-3095-96 and 97. These are the numbers to call. 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes,
Matt, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon to you, my brother. Good afternoon to you.
Matt, I am the PhD there.
I just come out and eat 2 pints for my lunch. And I'm listening to my program, The Talk on the Block there. And I'm listening to that SS, that lady that's supposed to be in jail for the mismanagement of the financial sector in Dominica. I'm listening to the lady talking about investment in agriculture, and I'm watching a planting field on the other side of the road there from me. And I'm watching my banana field there as well. And I'm asking myself, right now I lost track as to the last time the sprayman came around the area there to do some spraying for us. One of the spraymen always calling the program, Matt. When he calls, you must ask him when was the last time you went to Barrow, Tantan area in Marigot, Matt. Matt, no agriculture assistance with respect to fertilizers and with respect to spraying, with respect to the technical support, with respect to the planting material, none whatsoever, Matt. What we know for a fact, Matt, is that whenever the World Bank or any of those international institutions finance any agricultural program in Dominica under Roosevelt Skerrit, it is politicized. The benefits are taken and given to the friends of the Labour Party, who are not even farmers, or even some of them at most maybe half farmers. Probably 1 or 2 of their supporters are full-time serious farmers, man, but not many, just a handful of them. But they give the rest out to their friends, and their friends now sell fertilizer to genuine farmers. They're selling knapsack, they're selling grass cutters, they're selling the equipment, and they do not, instead of using the agricultural extension officers who are supposed to be in contact with the farmers on a daily basis to supply the data to inform the distribution of the goods and so on. They do not do that. They prefer to use their political caretakers and their power reps and so to decide who should get agricultural assistance or not. Matt, the other thing, Matt, you notice from the FS, which is definitely silent on that, and it's a shame. And again, it tells you how they look at the agricultural sector. It's more for political expedience, to score political points. It has nothing to do with production. Because, for example, Matt, when last you heard those people like Skerrit and the incompetent Minister of Finance, the McIntyre man, when last you heard them, Matt, mention the amount of money, for example, they have invested in agriculture and compared to the output, the agricultural output over the same period. For example, the lady talking till 2020, they've injected over $90-something million in the agricultural output, in the agricultural industry. What is the equivalent agricultural output as far as production is concerned? So if you cannot, when you're not paying attention to those figures, it tells me that you're not interested in agriculture, you're not interested in production level, you're just interested in saying, okay, well, World Bank gives you 25 million and invest it in farmers and so on. But when you study the details of the investment, actually no investment was made. When you actually measure the amount of output that we are getting as a result of all of those World Bank investment, what is the agricultural output as a result of all of those assistance that we are getting? And that is why, Matt, nowadays you have to view World Bank and all of those international institutions as jokers. Because here it is, they're giving all those $1 million in assistance, but you get the impression that they have no concern as to the impact, the output that those millions are going to generate, and so on, Matt. And it is sickening, Matt. It is sickening, and that financial secretary there that cannot tell us how much of our billions of dollars that is in hidden country, we have to depend on Lennox to give us that information, Matt. That lady there, Matt, she should be in jail. Thanks a lot for the opportunity, my brother.
All right, thank you very much. More back to the telephone. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Agriculture, our main, it should be our main resource for foreign exchange. But Matt, in the last sentence of that statement you just played, that is where the question lies. Because she said, the way I listened to it, I could be wrong, but she said that we have not gotten the result we're looking for after all this money spent. And I'm asking myself why. And that is because the true farmers are not receiving the assistance. My people that don't even have a flower plant that getting this type of money and this type of assistance. My hero, my starring, he went to the great beyond, so I let him rest in peace. But if you have to ask farmers, bona fide farmers like Whitney Louis, maybe you can tell you can ask so. After spending all this money, what are the targets? What kind of program? What you trying to recover? Like you trying to recover the banana sector, the coconut sector, the root crop. What is the target? What is the aim? What is the mission? Just pouring money and you don't know what you're doing. You're incompetent. You have a bunch of selective people getting money, and those farmers that struggling hard, that really need that assistance, is not getting it. Therefore, you cannot get the result. But I would like you to play it one more time, Matt, and listen to the last line in that statement. And she has to tell us why we are not getting results after all this money have been spent. Thank you, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. 449-309-596. I'll go back to the statement there, the original statement as it relates to what was said by the financial secretary. So let's go back there, okay? Stick around. Matt, one minister reminded us of the number of SUVs that has FA on them, and they don't even have a tree of dashing that has been planted.
Good afternoon again to you and your listeners. Matt, where does money they spend? In agriculture, she say. So if those monies they spend in agriculture, where the modern agricultural farms, where the irrigations for farmers, where the disease control mechanism that they have in place for farmers in terms of those different diseases that are attacking farmers, plants and stuff like that. Huh? Where is it? Where's the market? Where's the market for farmers, Matt? Are you seeing any way that this government spending those kind of monies they on farmers? Are you seeing those things? Huh? Come to Calibishi, Matt. Come to Calibishi and see plantain on trees. Right in. Come. Thank God for a young lady in Calibishi who is doing her best to buy out the plantain from farmers. Thank God for her. Right? Trying to assist the farmers down there. Where's the boat to transport farmers' produce? And all that money is being spent on agriculture, which are a consultant, they're using man and the money just passing in the air above the farmer's head. Huh? Are we serious in this country? But it's time for those fellas there to come out there. It's just time for those people to come out there. The people are suffering, Father. All right? It's time.
Back to the telephone, 131. Hello, yes?
Yes, Mark.
Yes.
Mark, I listened to the lady talking about the amount of money government is seeing for farmers. Is there an abattoir in Dominica? Did they fix the abattoir in Dominica? I hear so many farmers crying for feeder road. If there's money they're going to feeder roads, Matt. What help is the farmers getting? So much money. So what about the World Bank money? When the World Bank money come, what are they doing with it? I don't get no sense of that, Matt.
All right, caller. Thank you. Let's move on. Yes, hello. Talk to me. Yes.
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Matt, how are you doing, man?
I'm trying my best, sir.
Matt, I believe that lady has a serious problem.
She has a problem?
Yes, Matt, and she needs to check. She needs to check her head because I believe she's sick. But since after hurricane, Matt, Beaumont Road abandoned, Matt. Nothing happened to Beaumont Road. Government forget the farmers of Salisbury, Matt. Beaumont Road abandoned, Matt. All farmers, Matt, carry their plants. Who could carry their plants and divert themselves to other places, Matt? And Beaumont Road abandoned, Matt. Very little that going Beaumont, Matt. They have to pack their transport halfway and carry their load, Matt, to move their transport. But I know mafias in Roseau, Matt, that is working ministries, Matt, that have SA, Matt. Those people, they are farmers. All those people, they are all in the same cabal. Are they farmers, Matt? Those people I seen, Matt, with SA driving, SUV, all kind of, Matt, even cars. These people, they are farmers, Matt. After all, man, that's really have a problem, Matt. She need to check herself. Matt. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm from Salisbury, Matt, and I know what I'm telling you.
So you don't see that money on the ground at all? You don't see that on the ground? That kind of money she's talking about?
Matt, you're talking about, Matt. After hurricane, Matt, most of us lose everything. It's not most of us. Everybody lose their garden. And those who didn't have that peanuts, Matt, get $3,000, $10,000, and we stay crying on that, Matt. We stay crying on that. Where the money they get to help people, to help farmers after the hurricane, Matt? All of them, they put them in their pocket on their bank account. Man, have a good day, my brother.
Have a good day. Well, you can't say that if you don't know where that money is. Okay, hello, talk to me on the telephone. Let's get back to that.
In a few weeks' time, we'll go back to Parliament to take another $8 million for agriculture. US dollars, equivalent to 21 million EC, 21.6 million EC. When COVID came, we took a loan of $3.5 million to support you during COVID. Before that, 25 million. So total $98.6 million EC dollars for agriculture over the past.
That's a lot of money,
years,
man.
If I have to take it from 2020 to now, 98 million in loans. These loans are to be paid for. We pay them back every month. So every month, some of the tax we collect is to pay back some of these loans. So I wanted to make that point as financial secretary. Agriculture, again, is the area that we've given the most concessions to, down to the VAT. We do not normally exempt VAT. And we've done it only for agriculture, basically, where we have agriculture equipment, the inputs, all of this. I think the Ministry of Agriculture, if we could say in our local language, have taken everything under the kitchen sink to put into the VAT Act as being exempt. If you observe, we have not had a lot of benefit out of this.
$98 million? Very interesting there. $98 million in agriculture since 2020. Are we really seeing that on the ground? Hello, talk to me. Wow.
Hey, Matt, how are you doing today?
How are you doing, my brother? 98 million. Talk to me, brother. Yeah, talk to me.
No. Matt, I think sometimes you have to be very careful and try to protect the radio station. I mean, you've been in that game for a long time. Because you had that caller, the one with the funny accent, talking about government ministers getting kickback. I think you should have apologized or...
So you didn't hear me say, you don't know that? You didn't hear me say that too?
No, I just hear you say goodbye, caller.
No. You didn't hear me say you have to be careful with your statement? You don't know where the money is going? You didn't hear that, right?
No, I didn't hear that part.
All right, sorry. Okay, but let's concentrate on what is before us, because I did make that statement. Are you satisfied, Mr. Alvin Noir, that you've seen 98, of course you live in New York, are you satisfied you've seen $98 million in the agricultural industry in Dominica? Are you satisfied?
Matt, I'm very satisfied, because if you have to talk to my big brother, Dylan Florence, and the number one farmer in the country, That is
So you mean $98 million gone to dealers Warrington? That what you saying? Is that what you're saying?
Matt, that is real farmers. If you had to ask dealers that question, you would answer you and tell you, not some farmer that out there watching his pumping grow. Matt, have a good day.
Oh boy, Al, I feel sorry for you sometimes. 139, talk to me, yes? Yes, hello, yes?
Hello.
Hello, you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. I'm doing good.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you, I'm listening to the conversation, right?
Right.
And first of all, I want to support what Brian and the other callers said, right?
Mm-hmm.
As to what happened in the thing. But what I want to say to the FS and the other persons who are responsible that they took those monies on behalf of farmers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are saying they don't know what happened. They can't see the result. And we ourselves as farmers on the ground, they're not seeing the results. We haven't seen anything. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So what I would advise them to do is to call some farmer consultation, they and us, right? And they bring those topics up and let us together sort them out. And maybe by doing that, we may understand where those money go. Because we on the ground, we are sensing that what we are doing. You remember you're on Petra on the morning show when
Mm-hmm.
you remember
Yes.
yourself and Petra. When I asked her to stop lying to the farmers, up to now we haven't heard anything from them. So I'm advising you, Matt, get these people to organize some consultation. I want them to bring one for the North, East Margaret, Wesleywood, Fortiland, bring it at the Fisheries Complex, and let us discuss that money. Let's sort it out, okay?
So you don't know where that money has been spent. That's your point. We don't know where it is.
No, we don't know where that money has been spent. We really don't know.
All right, caller, thank you very much. 449-3095. Interesting, huh? $98 million. Wow. I'm not a farmer, but I mean, I have eyes, right? You would see the effect of this $98 million. Talk to me on the telephone, yeah? Uh-huh.
That's a lot of dollars. $98 million in farming.
Yeah, since 2020, yes, a lot of money.
And the farming industry like that, and you're exporting nothing. What happened in there? I know a crucial boy. What? We're calling that.
98 million. Hello, talk to me, yes? Uh-huh.
Hey, Matthias.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm well, my friend. Hey, Matthias, tell all that gross development per capita is not based on one man is being able to grow within his own system. It is based on a collective ability of farmers together being able to build collectively, and then you get a gross development per capita.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if one man is doing all right, that might be our friend. He might even be one of his laborites who are doing well and benefiting from all.
Well, I will say categorically, no way that the farmer you mentioned spent $98 million. That's not that can't be a reality.
Yes, sir. You got the idea, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. There's no way that Mr. Dillis Warrington has spent $98 million. Really? I'll talk to me on the telephone. Go on.
Matt,
Yes.
The guy mentioned Dillis Warrington.
Yes.
That is one of the few serious labor rights farmers in Dominica. Matt, I'm not afraid to say that. He's one of the few serious labor rights farmers in Dominica. So Skerrit and them usually bend backwards to.
Well, I'm saying, Brian, while I agree, I'm saying there's no way that Mr. Warrington has spent $98 million. That's what our point is, you know?
Exactly, Matt. Matt, there's no way that can happen, Matt. And then, Matt, a farmer just called you there. I want to identify him, you know, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
That farmer who just called you is a man by the name of Edmond Henderson, one of our biggest farmers in Margaret and the biggest poultry farmer in our area, Matt. The one calling for the consultation, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the type of farmers that we want to put together. And when you bring dealers together with them, you will hear what dealers have to say about his other brothers and sister farmers who are not labor rights like him and the hardship that they're going through, Mr. Al. So that is what we want, Matt. We want farmers who are involved in the business, who know what farmers are going through, who know what it is to be dealing in farming, Matt. Because, for example, in Margaret, Matt,
We know Edison James is our expert in farming, Matt.
Mhm.
But many of us consider Edmund Henderson as our Minister of Agriculture in Marigot, Matt, because of his hands-on approach and so on. And Mr. James right now is in retirement. So since Mr. James is Edmund Henderson, that is our main agriculture minister in Marigot, Matt. And when you heard him there today, Matt, tell you about what we are going through in the farming community, Matt, and calling for a consultation so that we can discuss those things to bring about effective change. Not on this government, but that's why we have to come out on the 7th of July, you know. Because we have to come out on the 7th of July because all what you see we going through there, the farmers going through there, is as a result of the fact that Skerrit always peace in election so he can treat us farmers like dogs. Thanks a lot for the
Thank you again. I'm in support of investment or investing in agriculture and food security. But the Ministry of Agriculture has shown over and over that they don't have a well thought of strategic plan and or mechanism for the implementation or for implementation is poor. They have gotten significant resources injections over years, but they just don't seem to be sustainable. Why is that? So unless these loans can be taken and is to pay to implement these draft strategies, then there should be no further borrowings there from the government. This is what somebody involved in financing is saying at this time. Hello, talk to me, huh?
Matt, please don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that. Let me explain myself, please.
Explain yourself because you seem to be all over the place. Explain yourself.
What I was trying to tell you, Matt, I said.
Also, now you were trying to tell me. So make the point now.
No, hold on. Okay, what I'm telling you, Matt, people like dealers and maybe other farmers out there did benefit from that kind of money, and maybe they could show you how the money goes, or prove to you, this is what we use.
Oh, what should happen? What should happen, Al? While I get your point, they should bring the farmers together all around the island and have a consultation. Okay, I think that should happen. Yeah. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Hold on a second. Yes. But Matt, listen to me.
Okay.
Matt, do you know you have farmers right now that listen to your show and they benefit from that program, but they won't call and say, "Hey, I benefit from that program." They're not gonna do that. But come on.
So they won't support their FS and say, yes, we have benefited from the program. You don't think they will do that? Why?
But maybe I don't know, Matt. I don't know. But Brian talking about dealers is a labor right. I mean, come on, Brian. Come on with that nonsense. No.
All right. Well, I don't know. I've heard he's a big time labor right there in the Calabishi area. I can't tell you where he places his vote, but I can tell you I've heard that many times. Talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
I will talk to you. How are you doing? Good afternoon. It's a while I tried to get Q95 and I cannot get Q95.
Sorry.
Which timber hill minister is up there, man?
Which what?
Which timber hill minister is up there? That block hill minister that don't know nothing about agriculture. Who is that person that's up there? Who is that
she's the FS. She's the financial secretary for the government of Dominica. So she knows something about how much money is being spent in agriculture.
Farmers not touching money all about agriculture. What the financial secretary talking about? She dumb right the money go down someone that is thing. And if I was in Dominica, I would know what time it is. He may not making his laugh, but he's talking nothing by Victoria's Secret, call those ministers.
Hey, don't get personal, my friend Al. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes? Please.
Hey, Matt, good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm sending out a question, a little bit of a teaser.
Okay. How
much money would you say that spent in the tourism with building hotels everywhere?
That's a tough one.
That's a very good. Okay.
That's a tough one.
Okay. Don't you think that any time if the government has spent half of those money into agriculture, the industry will be much more better?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Okay. I rest my case. Shame on these people. It's time for them to go.
All right, caller. Thank you very much. Let's go back to that statement there. Everybody's saying, man, I missed that statement. Can you play this one again? From a financial secretary. It's the sector to transform the economy, but from 2020 to now, That's an injection of over 98 million in the industry. Yet I just bought imported carrots and broccoli last evening. What a shame. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yeah? Uh-huh. Yes, yes, I'm here.
Money mixing up in different things, doing different things that them money is labor and it's in agriculture. I don't know. I just a suggestion. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know.
Repeat the question.
You don't think all them money they're mixing up in different things, doing different things. Them money is there, maybe in all different stuff. I don't know. It's a suggestion. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it definitely doesn't seem like a priority there, and we can't say for sure where these monies, the 98 million from 2020, has been spent. Maybe the FS should tell us as to where on the ground. Somebody's not making the point. But did any of you get any monies during COVID like other countries after these hurricanes? What happened to the monies you quoted? That's exactly what I want. I want a quantification, if you will, of all these monies that she's talking about. Where and how these monies were spent. Transparency is key, huh? Mr. Peltier, somebody writes, the government has spoiled the nation. It will backfire on them. People don't want to work anymore. Any money that's given to agriculture is used as a cool out for money. Even input given is being sold. Man, let them know that it's not easy to think to get young people, the young generation, to do farming after giving them the go-ahead to grow and smoke ganja. Ganja is the chief product of Dominica. I'm on the ground. Police and all of them are selling it. That's what one writer. So you have to say, I reported to be selling it, okay? Because you don't know that for sure. Hello, on the telephone. Good morning. Good afternoon to you. Yes. This is the Talk on the Block. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Not too bad, and you?
Okay.
All right. I just want to participate in your program there and see if I can give my insight.
Well, give your insight.
Okay, all right. Well, I was saying that really 98 million and change spent on agriculture, but at least 90 million go for consultation and 8 million go on the ground. Because it ain't got nothing to show.
You said 90 million for consultation? That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And I can bet my last dollar on that. Okay? And she's right. It is under the sink. Because until it come on top of the sink, no farmer can get nothing. So 90 million go for consultation, as usual, and 8 for the groundsmen. So let's see how the rest will go again, and we will see what we can do about agriculture. But agriculture cannot die. It will just linger. Thank you.
I have a few calls to make, but this line has been so busy. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yeah?
Good afternoon, Martin. How are you doing?
How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing?
I just wanted to find out something based on the financial secretary report. Is it something she does annually, Matt, or what is the occasion? What is the reason
No,
for
that
coming up?
They have a pre-budget consultation. So she's talking about, so they interacting with farmers or persons involved in the industry at the State House. Yes.
But I never hear her really report on pre-budget before, Matt.
I have not
so
heard.
I'm wondering why.
Well, I never heard of myself on that one.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. So I do not know if it's something scary it must have sent her to say because you never hear those things. Matt, those people and financial secretary in their position there, those people doesn't come to the public and really tell us things, It's when scary things is jam or certain things scary, just compelling them people to want to things to the media. If you have a financial report, you have to give a general report. You're not coming and emphasize on farmers only. Where are the other areas, Matt? To me, that don't make sense to me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. More telephone calls. Are you there? Yes?
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
My brother, a farmer. Good afternoon to you.
Matt, I feel sorry for the young lady, that repeated that, make that statement. She did that to appease the politicians, Matt. Matt, under the heading of agriculture, they did spend the money. But they didn't spend the money in agriculture, Matt. Matt Bryan is right. Matt, every 2 farms you meet, one of them is ripe plantain. The government has failed to invest in the chips they promised the farmers they would provide them with to allow the products from the farm to reach the marketplace. Matt, when you ask a vehicle owner to go and pick up some agricultural produce on your farm one time, you cannot get him a second time because of the terrible condition of the roads. Matt, Roosevelt's carrot, I don't like to call his name, whether he's positive or negative, because we're promoting this man. This man has destroyed agriculture. He used the money to give his friends. Matt, supporters of the Labour Party are the one crying the most when they're given a handful of fertilizer, because the farmers are not really the persons that are getting the inputs, as Brian articulated earlier. Matt, is the friends of the Labour Party. Sellers, as they finish, share something, they have it selling. But if you see the condition of the feeder roads, Matt, 90% of the farmers who own the farm packing sheds before Maria still do not own a shed. When they go on the farm and rain falling, they have to be under their leaf as their father and grandfather did 20, 30, 40 years ago. And this lady talks, and the context in which she said it is like she talking down on the farmers. We spend money on all you, and we don't have nothing to show for it. Matt, I came in on a flight yesterday afternoon, and when you look at the vegetation, it speaks for itself. The number of grasslands suggests that farms once stood there. Most of the farmlands are abandoned, and they claiming it's lazy farmers lazy. But if 6 farmers planting and you can't get market, how you expect for 15 or 20 farmers to plant planting? So that is why so many persons are sitting on the roadside, frustrated. That is why we, the United Workers' Party and civil society organizations, are saying to the Dominican people, let us step forward on the 7th of next month, the 7th, and send a message to this criminal enterprise masquerading as government that we want a system in place so we can choose persons to represent our interests, so we can tell our PAL rep, it is too long that Simpa Road is bad. PAL rep, it is too long that the Woodford Hill Road is bad. But when we cannot do that because the system is corrupt to the core, that a man with plenty money can buy the system, buy the voters, That is where we at, Matt. This lady talk about millions in agriculture. Do you know, Matt, that a number of the persons with vehicles, vehicles certified, suggesting that they are farmers, when they get a duty-free concession of $30,000-$40,000, that is registered under the heading of agriculture assistance. So those monies where you see in civil servants, I don't beating on you, civil servants, because you're getting the money you're getting is slave labor money. But when you get a duty-free concession under agriculture, it's going under the heading of farmers, the money spent on. So this is false and misleading. We cannot depend on this administration to do anything else more than step aside. Because for you to be in government for 24 years and everybody broke, every farmer broke. When a farmer stand up in a line in a banking institution to get a loan, they're watching you down and they're telling you go and get a civil servant to sign a little loan for you. But the civil servant salary tie up, Matt. But I can go on and on in respect to the false information that this young lady chose to give this afternoon about they spend this amount of money in agriculture. $90 million is a joke.
$98 million, $98 million from 2020.
That's at least $150 million we spent annually to transform the industry, to bring in hundreds of millions of dollars. Because the experts have already told us, Matt, that for every dollar you spend in agriculture, you get 5 back. Thank you very much, Matt.
All right. Somebody says, Matt, there's a grave disconnect between government and the ministries and the people's reality. Where is the evidence of the $98 million in agriculture? Farmers are struggling to no rewards of their farms. Feeder roads are not fixed. We import more than we export, among other things. Agriculture hasn't been a priority, and that's period. All right, we're going to come back, Dominique, after this, a break. Thank you.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
Here comes the sun. Beat the heat with world-class Lorotech inverter type air conditioners from ESA Trading Limited. State-of-the-art technology, quiet and super efficient. Lorotech inverter type air conditioners made by TCL are the most energy efficient air conditioning unit, resulting in great savings on electricity. Lorotech DC inverter type air conditioners come with anti-corrosive golden coating for added protection and prevention of bacteria, double galvanized outdoor case against rust, 3-year warranty on complete unit with 5-year warranty on compressor. Available in 9,000, 12,000, 18,000, 24,000, and 36,000 BTU units. Prices start as low as $1,850. Plus, you get 10% discount on cash purchases. Higher purchase terms are also available. Also, ESA Trading Limited offers professional installation and after-sales service. Visit ESA Trading Limited today at the corner of Bayfront and Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, or Canefield Industrial Site, or call us on telephone number 440-0205 or 449-3636. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
All right, let's go back to the telephone. Of course, the phones are ringing there. Let's listen again to the FS on in the Ministry of Finance.
In a few weeks' time, we'll go back to Parliament to take another $8 million for agriculture. US dollars, equivalent to 21 million EC, 21.6 million EC. When COVID came, we took a loan of $3.5 million to support you during COVID. Before that, 25 million. So total $98.6 million EC dollars for agriculture over the past just a few years. If I have to take it from 2020 to now, 98 million in loans. These loans are to be paid for. We pay them back every month. So every month, some of the tax we collect is to pay back some of these loans. So I wanted to make that point as financial secretary. Agriculture, again, is the area that we've given the most concessions to, down to the VAT. We do not normally exempt VAT, and we've done it only for agriculture, basically, where we have agriculture equipment, the inputs, all of this. I think the Ministry of Agriculture, if we could say in our local language, have taken everything under the kitchen sink to put into the VAT Act as being exempt. If you observe, we have not had a lot of benefit out of this.
All right. So on the line with me is Mr. Glenroy Coffey, also involved in agriculture for a long time. He's on the telephone. He's the watchdog, if you will, the caretaker of the United Workers' Party in the Roseau constituency. And he's the expert. He's an expert there, I will say, on agriculture. He has his views this afternoon. Mr. Glenroy Coffey, 98 million from 2020. What's your take on that?
Well, Matt, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your many listeners. I'm on the hustle, but whenever I'm called, I will always try to make 5 minutes available to the people, just to speak to the people. Mm-hmm. Yes, while I was on the line, I heard a sort of a report, and what I heard was, I heard figures, yeah? I heard figures. What I did not hear is an itemized sort of agenda with respect to itemized activities, what the breakdown is. And what I did not hear fundamentally, and I'm sure the Dominican people will agree with me, what they did not hear is what was the outcome? What outcome of all that money spent? What was the outcome? And I say so because I believe in results. You have to be results oriented once you get involved in a project. Without getting results, it's no use spending. So spending is one. We heard figures, but we are not hearing what that amount of money generated, and we have not seen an itemized sort of activities of this thing. Mm-hmm. But let me just tell you what I've obtained in the past, Matt. And I'm not there to dispute their figures. All I know for sure, if you are bringing figures to people, you're supposed to tell us what it is, what has transpired. But what obtained in the past, Matt, is that we had what they call a producer organization. What that means is that we had an organization responsible, an organized organization, a producer organization responsible for providing services to growers. And we did it in many aspects. We had list spot control. So therefore now we had landsmen who would actually undertake, list spot control on a monthly basis, on a monthly basis, a bi-weekly basis, or maybe 3 weeks, based on the gravity of the list spot situation in our country. Remember, at the time too, Matt, we were experiencing only yellow Sika toka, and Matt, we had what they call information guiding us. So we take the data on the field and we'll go with sort of write up a program and schedule of activities and give it to the landsmen, organized in an organized way, and they go, they spray. The DBMC would make the organized producer organization would make the necessary materials available, like the plant protection products available, and we guide them as to whether they should use fungicide or pure oil based on the gravity of the situation. We took care of pest control, Matt. We had certification. Remember, we had Europe GAP certification and we had Fair Trade certification to take care of, Matt. So all these things we were providing a service, so we had guidance there. So we could at least do a budget and say X going to that, X going to that, Y going to that. We were in charge of production, organizing farmers as to what best part of their land to actually use for production, what for citrus, what for pure sun bananas, what for plantains and so forth, and what for probably root crops. We had food quality control, Matt, as one of the services provided, both for pre-harvest and post-harvest training for farmers, so that farmers will know what to do before, and when their product is matured, or their produces, all of them, they are matured, then they can know what to do in terms of the post-harvest practices. We organize payments for farmers, their sales, outlining in details, Matt, what farmers will sell in, the amount of money farmers generated, how much is sold in terms of pongs and the amount of popong, and farmers could follow in a sequential way what happened to their produce when it is being sold to this producer organization and the return that they got. We gave advice in terms of the infrastructure and farmers farm. Farmers infrastructure design, like their shed and their storage designs. We help them in their toilets, location and formation and the whole idea of designing the toilets and the charcoal pit to dispose of the chemicals, man. We were offering soil and leaf sampling. So periodically, I think we did it 3 times a year. We'd go out as extension officers. We'd take soil sample in various areas, in various catchments. We'd take leaf samples. We'd organize it, bag it properly, and send it for the lab for analysis. When the analysis comes back out, we interpret the result to the farmers. And most times you have deficiencies both in plant and in soil. So the farmers know exactly what to use because we still recommend what it is that they're going to use, not just using things like. So take, for instance, Matt, a farmer who would be deficient in calcium in his soil and he'll be deficient in magnesium. We'll recommend dolomite limestone for him or dolomitic limestone that contains both plant food of calcium and magnesium. If there's a problem with calcium alone, we'd recommend calcitic limestone. So the farmer is not going to overspend or underspend. He'll be treating the problem rightly because why? He would have had the correct inputs recommended to him so that he can get control. And these are some of the services that we got involved. And so when we speak at a time, we speak with authority because why? We had the information, we had all the information, we had all monies which were spent and all monies that we generated, right? So the point is, Matt, we could have an annual report and people could see clearly what transpired in terms of the transaction. But now we have reporting of figures. That doesn't make much sense. And that is why the Dominican people are speculating. Because in the absence of information, one is more likely to speculate. And we do not want to speculate. We want to lay the assumptions aside. We want to be more direct when we're analyzing things. As a result, once you come with information so that we can have what they call a sober discussion. Don't just throw figures in the air and then expect people to just digest it. No, that's not what happened. So farmers right now are the best people to say exactly what is happening. And you've heard some of them call. And they've said to you, Matt, they have not experienced the kind of support to give the kind of result and that kind of money they talk about spending. And so if the government is telling us now that we should now rely on Dexter's report to inform us as to what transpired, because if all that money is spent, then Dexter is supposed to be showing some kind of positive with respect to their trade. So Dexter now, you are responsible now to give your export figures to the Dominican people and let them know if all of that money being spent, right now Dexter should be excited to communicate to the Dominican people that, look, we have made X amount of money and we can tell you the money being spent by the government is justified because here it is that, look at the outcome, look at the result. We have generated so much millions of dollars from XYZ and now we have become sustainable. But Dexter cannot say that because we have witnessed over time in their report, particularly when they consolidate their report. Matt, I've always said, and I will say again, that I believe in an Dominica Export Agency and I believe in a Dominica Export Agency. Dexter is hiding behind the rice and the sugar. That is not how you do things. So therefore, what they do, they consolidate their accounts at the end of the year, and therefore they get a positive as if that they have a good outlook of the report, stating that they made a profit. But profit of what? Not from what was exported, but what from what was imported. And so when you come like that and you put a report like that in combination, it is hard for people to do analysis, except if you have real interest in doing so. So I know that much. So Dexter now should have now what you have now, a favorable report with respect to export, and they should share it with Dominicans. I know in the time of Mr. Greg Thomas, I mean, a lot of things were going on by Dexter. Not to just give him name. No, I know a lot was going on at Dexter. And Mr. Greg Thomas, with his stewardship by a gentleman, good, respected man, had his team communicating with his team. What happens now? You have a manager at Dexter who doesn't even communicate and have effective meetings with the team of Dexter. They hardly meet, they hardly organize, they hardly have a plan. I know that for a fact. I know that. So the point is, Matt, this is just laughable and ludicrous. And the government is looking for things to happen. They're looking for straws to grip on, but there's no straw. This is a sinking ship. We have to change the government. The result of all these lies, this deception, we have to change the government. Dominicans, notwithstanding what you are hearing, the modus operandi of the day, the weeks to come, the months to come, or the years to come, whenever the bell rings, is to change the government.
Mr. Glenroy Coffey, thank you very much. I suspect they will want to use you as a Minister of Agriculture on loan. You can do that?
Matt, let me tell you something. There are a number of competent people, The point is about right now is not about whether who can be Minister of Agriculture. You see, we are working as a team. And let me again congratulate the Electoral Reform Coalition and the many other persons who have taken part in this economic forum and make it possible. We co-opted with the United Workers' Party. That collaboration effort shows that we can do it without that government. The collaboration effort of the United Workers' Party, the ERC, and many of the other players behind the scenes who have put things together to show that we can get results. So the point is, Dominicans have a choice. We cannot just bury our heads in the sand and think that all is well. All is not well. We can do better. And we are asking the Dominican populace, whenever the time is right, you are going to use your democratic hand to remove this government. We are going to change this government. Because the point is, things can be better. We have shown it. And Dominicans are ready to work. We have to work collectively. It's not about me. There are many persons who can serve as the Minister of Agriculture. Of course, if I'm given the opportunity, yes, I will perform. And many other persons can perform. But that we can sort out later. Right now, we're in a crisis, and we need no Matt. We need no Matt to change this government.
Mr. Glenroy Soso Coffee, thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time.
Sir.
Thank you, sir. You can hear the brilliance, huh? He understands the Ministry of Agriculture. He understands agriculture. Break down the $28 million. Let us know where it has been spent, huh? In a nutshell. $215. Hello, talk to me, yes? Uh-oh. Matt, can you imagine people like being given duty-free on vehicles for agriculture and no agriculture activities undertaken by these people? Oh, yes, they have the FA, right? It means agriculture, and they don't plant the 1 tree of Dashin. It is fund. It's true that the funds can be earmarked for certain sector, but misappropriation of these funds is quite another matter. It is similarly apparent that we are very good at squandering our resources. $98 million in agriculture. Somebody help me make that make sense, please. On the telephone, yes, 216. Talk to me.
Yeah, Matt, quickly. Matt, you heard one of our callers mentioned about 19 million in consultancy and whatnot and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And some people laugh at that, Matt. Matt, remember the policy of this government. You have all former ministers of agriculture still on the government payroll, you know, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So the FS need to tell us if the payment of the former ministers like Reggie Ostry, Ambrose George and all of them who are still on the government payroll, if that is a part of the $98 million that he's talking about. And Glenroy Soso Coffee is right, Matt. Glenroy Soso Coffee are expert in agriculture, but recognize the need for us to focus on removing this incompetent gang that has killed agriculture. And that is why, Matt, we have to come out on the 7th. I'm encouraging everybody to turn out on the 7th in large numbers so that we can save our agriculture industry by getting the opportunity to elect a government of our choice who will work for us. We want free and fair election. That is the cause of all of our agricultural problems in Dominica today. Matt,
Thank you again, Brian. The only thing she did not say, talking about the FS, I tally all you. In Creole, read my comment, 4493, well, last time I saw. Talk to me on the telephone. I thought you could speak Creole. Are you there? Hello, talk to me.
Yes, Matt, I can speak Creole. I'm choosing to come and laugh whether you can speak Creole.
I just spoke Creole. The lady couldn't speak Creole. I just spoke Creole. More last time I saw.
All right, Matt. Matt, this is the brilliancy of a pal, right, Matt? But nothing was written on a piece of paper for him to come down to the
No, he was actually sitting on the side of the road in his truck talking to me.
Amen, Matt. That is the brilliancy of the people in work hands, Matt. Not what all you have running roads and all you calling it a pal rep. Matt, all the millions and billions of dollars we have in the passport money, why did the government have to take a loan of $98 million? According to the man, $90 million for all the
consultation.
consultant and consultation, and the 8 million was for the farmers. If the farmers ever see 8 million at all, but we have that money and we have passport selling, and you have to take a loan of that amount of money. Margaret Dominican, it's time for all you to wake up. And we're supposed to start cricket. All other countries enjoy the benefits of the cricket in the Caribbean. Even America enjoying cricket. In Dominica, they make ball with the light money doing supper, and nobody cannot see cricket. So-called airport going up, nobody don't know what happening with the inflation to twice the amount. Dominicans wake up to talk. In July 7th, come out in large numbers. Come and save all your country like the Kenyan saving Kenya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Back to the telephone at 220. Hello, yes? Hello?
Matt.
Yes, sir?
Yes, Matt.
I'm here. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Matt. I heard the lady, the SS, talking about the agriculture, Matt. That they know where the money go, Matt. The money go to their own people. So that did not go to the farmers at all, Matt. I don't to make an announcement on the radio because Tabasco in our area district, Matt, 3 days we have without water. So, Matt, I want to ask.
You want to appeal to Dowasco to check your problem in Riviera Syriac?
In Riviera Syriac, yes, Matt.
Okay, Dowasco, you're listening? So please check the water problem there in Riviera Syriac. We're going back to the telephone, 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello, on the telephone. Are you there? Again, 449-3095-96 and 97. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back, okay? Taking a quick break to come back.
In this hot summer, D&D Plumbing is doing it again. It's the Points and Deals Bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to D&D today and purchase anything store-wide and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. D&D Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Yes, Matt LTA.
How are you, sir?
I am forced to call.
Okay.
Right? Because I listen to so. And there are 2 types of data. There's anecdotal data and there is empirical data. Anecdotal data is what is in your mind. Empirical data is what the data show, and the data is there. You can see it. Back in 1999, when this government came into office, agriculture was producing $99 million to GDP. By 2016, before Hurricane Maria, agriculture was producing $245 million to GDP. Hurricane Maria strike and bring everything to zero. So if so wants to compare agriculture, he has to start from 2017 because everything was to zero. Agriculture was decimated. At the end of 2023, agriculture contributed $284 million to GDP. 284. That is more than what it was prior to Hurricane Maria, when agriculture was totally decimated and came to zero.
I think the question is, you can go back as far back as you want, Mr. Clarence Christian. The question on the table, we have spent $98 million, of course, in loans and spending money. I'm just saying, at this point in time, we want a breakdown of how the money was spent. That's the point they had this afternoon from the FS. We want a breakdown from you, Clarence, as to how this money was spent. You have to itemize every issue, every item on the table. That's what the discussion is about. You don't want to go back. Let's say the United Workers' Party was wrong then. All right. That's not the issue on the table. We're talking about $98 million spent in 4 years and how we're going to pay this back. Itemize what is going on and let us know how the $98 million was spent. Going back is not giving us the answer. We need to go forward. All right, Clarence, are you there?
Let me tell you, I'm here. You listening to me?
I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Okay. You want to know where you let us about Cedar Roads? Go to Morco, Makoto, and Grand Bay. You will see the highway that is up there.
All right. Okay. So you're talking about the highway. How much you spend there?
So you have, but
I'm talking about itemizing to get to that $98 million that has been spent in 4 years, Clarence. That's my point to you. Go get the figures and come back, all right? Just come back and let's have a conversation on the telephone. 225, talk to me, yes? Please itemize.
Yes, man.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm back. I got a question for your boy, man. Your boy said you should not let me say that the people ain't getting kicked back. My brother all in New York. I have a question I want to ask him because I've been meaning to ask him. I want to know if he gets kicked back. Because you know the guy, when they build that hotel down there, what was that fancy hotel they just resold?
Which
down
one?
There in Portsmouth, Cabrit area.
Okay, I know.
You remember that one?
I remember that one.
You remember what the man?
You're talking about Kempinski. That's what you're talking about.
Yes, the Kempinski. And Zandoli gets 100 and some odd million.
Well, we don't have that information to be very careful as to how much money the guy get. That's his business, but we need to know where the money's been spent. Don't try to get personal with Mr. Clarence. Hello, talk to me, yes? Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, good afternoon. What's happening, man?
How are you doing, my brother? How are you?
Not too bad at all. Man, you don't have to entertain Clarence and fellas. This was a
But they're Dominicans like us. We have to speak to and understand what's going on, huh? Let's go.
Yeah, but those guys always come to try to betray us and put us in the next level when we're talking about the issues of the day. You know, these guys always know exactly what is happening on and trying to delete things that is not of the correct perspective. Man, we're talking about the $98 million which we need to itemize. This money, we don't know how it has been spent, and this is crazy. This is nonsense. This money, $98 million in agriculture, where is only vine you've seen around all agricultural estates, you know, man. Vine, all kind of vine, you know, man. What nonsense those guys talking about 98 million? Mike, let me tell you something. Stop entertaining those guys, all right? Please.
Again, as I said, he has his opinion. He wants to refer and go back and compare and contrast. He wants to do that. But I just asked him to stick to the subject on the table. Hello, talk to me, yes? Hello.
Good afternoon, Matthias.
How are you
Good
doing?
afternoon, Matthias. How are you?
How are you?
Matt.
Yes.
Good. Sometimes I do like to call, I just like to just leave the forum, let me get educated myself, let me listen to objective views, And you got the knowledge, you got the intelligence, and then sometimes you pull back and then you analyze what is on the table and you you come up with your conclusion for yourself of certain things, right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically life, how you educate yourself and whatever, Matt. Matt, it's simple things, See, Clarence Christian is intimidating Dominicans in defense of the party that he supports. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars and the accountability for it. Right, Matt? You're asking a simple question. The topic on the table is agriculture. So to everybody's mind, right, when you see the word agriculture, you're talking about plants, beasts, animals, agriculture, and to do with investments into agriculture and output out of agriculture. What has the output figures done for the country? What is it? What are the commodities we sold? What are the commodities we ship? In a nutshell, the returns from agriculture based on the investment in agriculture, Matt. Right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
His first order of business, you have to take note of those patterns, Matt. The patterns of manipulation to the little average man in Dominica. His first order of business to draw a reference was the price of a road. Matt, you getting me?
I get you. I get you.
Their whole concept of manipulation to do with justification of Dominica's finances, Matt, is only on infrastructural development, where when you pass, somebody can see, they can cross-reference, and then they will be fed a value to justify hidden corrupt practices. We're talking agriculture. The road is not the issue. Give me a stats from Dex here. Go to Mr. Badwill. Pull up the cargo dues on export. Everything is in the computer. I know. I used to work there. I used to do that data and put it inside of their Matt. That is where you get in. The ministry depends heavily on data from DASPER to do with export of provision, the tonnage outbound, Matt. Let us talk about the output based on what was invested. What Dominicans are asking was the claimed, everybody know how they just do their thing already, but the claimed investment, was it worthwhile? If so, what were the returns? You don't just put money into things for nothing and the average person cannot see it, Matt. Matt, what is the returns for agriculture? President die. Ask him who take over Dashing. So long President is sick. Ask him who took over that significant booming industry to do with a basic thing like Dashing. He cannot answer, man. You understand my point?
Mm-hmm.
So when they come in and put themselves forward on the front line to respond unjustifiably to protect a government that they get direct financial interest from, let's say that, Matt, for their personal benefit, and they think they must sit in bed, embrace corruption, embrace people suffering in the process to justify their personal gains. Matt, them fellas looking for problem in the place because there are some young people that not sitting down well in their brains in terms of they trying to comprehend and justify the economy altogether, Matt. Plenty figures not making sense. They cannot see it, they cannot feel it, they cannot eat it. Mango blocking drain. Mangoes blocking waterways, Matt, in Dominica. They don't put nothing to the nothing to give me a statistic there as a statistician today. Give me a statistic, some statistics on export of something to do with mango, a basic thing like that. They cannot do that, Matt. But they get paid, so they come and they just try to rebuttal and manipulate. And the headline for their manipulation is always an infrastructural front because you can see it, you can feel it, but guess what, Matt? You cannot eat concrete.
All right, caller, thank you very much. Great point again, Mr. Great point. Coming back.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
In this hot summer, D&D Plumbing is doing it again. It's the Points and Deals Bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to D&D today and purchase anything store-wide and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. D&D Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, Dominica, we have another farmer on the line there this afternoon. It's already 2:32 in the afternoon. Mr. Hilary Shillenford, we've heard the FS and saying we spent $98 million from 2020 to 2024 in agriculture. Have we seen this on the ground? Good afternoon to you, sir.
Matt, good afternoon, Matt. It would be bad of me to call the radio station, speak on agriculture, and not say something on the reform that you've been calling for all the time.
Okay.
So which one would you want me to take first, Matt?
I want to take agriculture first and you move on to the reform.
I'll just touch on the reform.
Yes,
Matt, let me just see. I did not hear the FS.
You can hold on. I can play the FS for you.
Matt, I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it again from there. I've listened to the program. People call me. Matt, the FS talking. You can see the country's getting into political mood. You know, they're playing the nonsense campaign and she's been used. You know, she's been used. I just don't understand how a young person can allow their professional life to allow politicians to use them. Matt, let me just tell you. That $98 million, I don't know where it went to. Matt, we know of World Bank and monies from World Bank set for agriculture, and we see them making crossroads with it, using it on trying always to bring it into government projects. But clearly, that money would be, one would say it was money spent on agriculture. While it has been diverted, these monies have been diverted in several different government projects. You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Yes.
Matt, and sometimes when you look at the government projects, you look at agriculture, you hear money going into agriculture, and you look at the people who get in the money, Matt. Some of them don't even have a farm. And when you hear them talk about 97 million, they quantify every vehicle they give FA for. The monies that the state would not get. All that, they quantify it as part of the money spent on agriculture, Matt. And these people don't even have a farm. Never even enter a farm. You look at the vehicles with FA. Some of them have never even leave the road from Salisbury to Portsmouth, Rosa to Portsmouth, Matt. But Matt, in agriculture, let me just tell you. I'll give you a classic example. I am a farmer. I'm saying I'm a reasonable farmer in Dominica. I contribute. I can make a contribution at any level in agriculture, Matt. But we have consultation at the State House. Matt, I have never received an invitation. If the government saw it fit to ask me to accompany them to Guyana, Matt, don't you think I must be fit to go to the consultation at the State House, Matt?
Of course.
Nobody mentioned it at my village level. No extension mentioned it. It's the ministry in the past would have sent me an invitation. Nothing like that, Matt, this time around. Because they know they were coming here with their garbage. They wanted nobody to oppose them. I doubt Mr. Louis, who is a vocal person, was invited neither. I'm saying that to say, Matt, they knew what they were coming with. The FS knew she was going to puke her garbage there. So they won't want certain people there to stand up and object them, to tell them to explain how that money was spent. So, Matt, in a nutshell, these people are in campaign mood and they will throw figures out. And I do not believe, not a bit of what she said. She has not been responsible in her position in terms of ensuring that the finances of the country go in the way it's supposed to go at that level, Matt. But again, I want to say that there's a greenhouse program. Matt, I had 4 greenhouses before Maria. Maria passed mashed up my greenhouses. Once they're standing, it is one of the biggest greenhouse in Dominica. And Matt, I'm telling you, they had several projects giving out greenhouse, giving it to their friends, their supporters. They had a greenhouse meeting in Salisbury. So we have the most greenhouse in Dominica, I think. But 4 people attended the meeting. I was never invited. I'm only hearing about these things after the fact. But it is not about me, but I'm just showing you that these people are misleading. They use money that's supposed to be allocated for agriculture, and they divert it into other areas. And this is where an effective FS should come in and challenge the Ministry of Finance, challenge the Prime Minister to ensure that the accounts and the finances of the country is kept in check. This we have not seen that. But you hear in their campaign mood, you will hear more of her. You'll hear more of her. When you're allowing politicians to use you, she was brought up in agriculture. It's agriculture that brought her up, man. And you going out there misleading, selling nonsense out, trying to cover a government, a corrupt government that has destroyed agriculture, man. But we went to Guyana on our way back. Sorry, I fought him with the Ministry of Agriculture to try to have a post-mortem or to have meetings as to what transpired in Guyana and where Dominica could capitalize or get assistance from the Guyana initiative, man. But up till today, I discussed it the next summer, who was out with me, man. And he just had his shoulders, he just shake his shoulders, man. These people have to pretend to be interested in agriculture. Agriculture should be the bedrock of Dominica, and politicians shouldn't be using it to get monies, to win votes, man. That is what is happening. So clearly, that kind of money, we cannot feed every farm, all around Dominica, abandoned farm. But St. Kitts, we used to feed St. Kitts. Today, St. Kitts can export tomatoes and some other crops into Dominica now. It's because the government smartly and wisely invested in the people of St. Kitts, but they had no agriculture. All over St. Kitts is greenhouses now, man. Hydroponics, everything. But this government, if they can keep you poor, to keep begging, but I hope they realize past for dying now, man. And they will have to turn to agriculture. Otherwise, everything will crash. And when Dominicans sit in there and allowing politicians to use them, and you stay there waiting for handouts, it will crash on you. Matt, can I say something on the electoral reform now?
Yes, just switch to electoral reform there. I know you can only talk briefly on electoral reform, but let us hear. Go ahead. What's the latest? Yes.
But like myself and Mr. James told you all, that we would not let just come to the public without adequate information. We have 3 bills before us, Matt. 3 pieces of legislation, Matt. And we have not even finished discussing one. So to run on the radio and make a fuss, we just wanted to give it a little chance.
Okay.
But before we finish one, we can decide here we cannot, things cannot go here, let's go to the public. Let me just tell you, Dominicans don't have to wait for these 3 pieces of legislation to be discussed, man, because they are utter garbage. But every piece of them is rubbish. But instead of electoral reform, what I can see is electoral reform, deformity of what was already a weak piece of legislation, man. Something they could sort of waggle their way through, man. When you have a government trying to prevent you from taking people off the list after they stayed out for 5, 10, 15 years. When you have a government wanting to give you ID on one hand and destroy what we had in the ID map. For example, your biometrics map. These are the things Kerry is proposing. So we pay Byron $750,000 or thereabout, Matt, to give us a piece of legislation which we were not fully happy with, but it could bring a certain level of balance. This man had a state consultation. These people pieces of paper to go out there, pay them to go out there and disrupt and make his state consultation look real. Matt, he has trashed that. He gives us his garbage now. And he says, no time for consultation. Enough is enough. You are like little idiots in Dominica. We are just there like children and scared just talking down on us. In any other country, man, anywhere in the world, that government is fall. You can't tell people, I had enough of that, no more consultation. And you, Dominicans are allowing that? Matt, I am saying to Dominicans again, we will be coming to you with a detailed piece of, we will give you everything in detail. But you don't have to wait for that. What is before you is an easier way to rig the election. Okay, man? Derek is doing everything in his power to weaken every system of governance, everything in Dominica. All institutions have been weakened back. You see the police force? That one Valerie will get another 3 months. Where in the world do you see that? This man can never take a position of his own. He'll get 3 months again. He's in Hollywood, man. These guys want to control every single body. And Dominicans will say, enough is enough. Stand up for your country. If we do not stand up, we will fall. And this country will fall. That's my contribution today, man.
All right, thank you. Good question at the end there. Do you have to wait for the commissioners to speak before you take action? I see a lot of people have been texting. What are the commissioners saying? Going back to the issue of agriculture and the $98 million. Somebody's saying that Mr. Clarence is a wicked labor propagandist. And if you go on a hunt for the data Clarence is talking about, is nowhere to be found, not present, not even at the statistical division. Haitian farmers were recently producing acres of agricultural produce in some of the major agricultural regions in Dominica. Today, they're planting 200 dashing plants. Go to Cahome to prove it for yourself. They're even leaving and running away from Dominica as we speak. But please put a team together, get a drone and cameras, and let's go to some of the major agricultural regions to see the current state of agriculture. I support that motion. Put a team, get a drone, and let's go on some agricultural regions, to see the current state of agriculture in Dominica. I'm on board, sir. I think it's a move to continue to fool the people of Dominica. You need to get out there to see more and more and speak to the farmers on the ground. The FS and the government will suffer if such a mission is conducted. I'll go to Providence in Roseau Valley to see who's benefiting from this $98 million spent in agriculture. What you said? In Providence? In the Roseau Valley? All right. That's not too far away. Let's continue. It's 2:48 in the afternoon. Government official is saying to me at this time, man, the agricultural sector has great potential, but that has not been performing well under this government. That's one of their own talking. So, Clarence, listen a bit. I can attest that duty-free vehicles were granted to friends and supporters of the government. The empirical evidence presented by Mr. Christian is flawed. I'm aware. Clarence again, from inside. I'm aware that government operatives just put figures to make the government look good. Most feeder roads are abandoned. The farmers are leaving their farms. It is difficult to get workers or farm workers. The Haitians are leaving by droves, So you see, Clarence, even your own is disputing your information, okay? If I had I'm a professional, so I protect my sources. But that's information coming from inside, Clarence. So take it and smoke. Take a smoke there. Get a lazy chair and relax. Why? Are you defending what's not true? Back to the telephone. Are you there? Yes? We have 10 more minutes. Are you there, guest caller? I'm here. Yes.
Them belongs to all of us. I don't want to let people. And the problem is now, if the man was listening for 24 years to other people that have given some good information, good ideas, to make the place move better in agriculture, in tourism, in manufacturing, in whatever. Now there will be plenty of person if all that money collected there. If all that money, CBI money, tourism, different stuff, and I don't know what happening. You see, that's what happened to us there in Obanama. So they just sign up themselves day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, and sometimes they get confused, they don't know what to do. So they put in money, all kind of different kind of things. And they give me figures, they don't know what's happening, they just hear him. And that's what happened in Obanama. I don't know where to go in there. I really don't know. Anyway. All
right, thank you. Somebody says, even motorbikes have FA registration. Really? I have not seen that. So I can't speak to that. Motorbikes have FA. Clarence Christian, new accounting principles, when asked to count, is to go around the country to see the apartments, hotels, and roads being built. That's the new accounting method. 449309596. Let's go back to a voice note I think I want to share with you this afternoon. Listen to Latricia Khaled.
Good afternoon, Matt. Matt, what I'm getting from the FS is all this money is being spent and we have nothing to show for it. But she didn't come with any other documentation to state, okay, well, we spent 15 million on potatoes, we spent 4 million on banana and banana products, and she didn't say anything about the productive sector of agriculture. So we have all this mango in and around the place, and we have one small business. We've invested in one small business that's going to take that mango and turn it into mango jelly, mango jam, whatever it is. But I'm getting none of that. And then we have farmers calling in to state this feeder road is not done, that feeder road is not done, especially the farmers of Salisbury. All the people, how many thousands of dollars did they give in greenhousing? Did all of that money go to the Speaker of the House for his hydroponic farming in Pokasi? I mean, come on. We're not getting anything from the FS of any significance. So I have to agree with Hillary that all of this is a smoke screen and pre-election campaign mode. That is what I'm getting, Matt, from that whole situation. And if we have to agree that 98 million was spent on agriculture, I think it's probably 90 million in consultation. So all the consultants they paid and those they didn't pay, or those monies that were supposed to be for agriculture that they used in Pokasi Road and Carib Territory Road, and then they just put it on the agriculture because two people farms have, tributary roads from the main road. So they had to start the end of that road or the beginning of that road with it. Apart ça, Macao qui gouvernement ça a fait agriculture pour l'argent ça yo ka di yo ja fait en agriculture. Mon ko ça mat. Pa yon moun. Là on est comme la place là, tout le monde est comme. Là on est carotte, tout le monde est carotte. Eh bien, tout l'argent ça nous a dit nous a faire agriculture, nous mettons agriculture. Eh bien, nous still pour bleu, nous still pour concombre, nous still pour carotte de l'autre pays. Parce qu'on tiens, à part les magie.
I love your Creole, Latricia. Maybe you should speak a little more Creole. It's a more colorful, a more colorful language. But good job. It's 2:54 in the afternoon. This is the Talk on the Block. Let's go back to the telephone. The telephones are still going crazy here. Yes, talk to me. Oh, sorry. Let's try. Hello. Hello. Nobody there. Please, if you're on the line, don't try to hold it down because somebody else is trying to call in. On the telephone, hello, yes. Hello? Yes, I'm here.
That's another thing, Matt. I suggested to this government, Matt, when they were selling when CBI was king, I told them that when CBI gone, we need agriculture to buffer the place. Matt, I asked them to put some agents to sell passports to be able to help with the feeder roads, Matt. That was a suggestion I made early. I made it twice, Matt. And had we have done that, instead of the monstrosity we see Ali have down there, and some of those that going up, that will never finish, Matt. Instead of those monstrosities, agriculture would have been booming, Matt. Farmers cannot go to Kahom, cannot go through Cuba. A lot of farms abandoned Makushri. Gorman used to be a heavy, productive area. I have over 45 acres above Makushri, Matt. Nobody can go there today, Matt. The road is extremely bad. Had they put at least 2 or 3 agents to sell so that agriculture can assist the country when passport selling finish, we would still be moving. They decided in concrete they can thief money, so they're maintaining the concrete and they're keeping state money. And I can tell you that agriculture, as the young lady rightfully said, maybe they use it in consultation fee, but they have not put it on the ground. And I want to agree by 100%.
Interesting. They call it misappropriation. Thank you very much. Oh boy. I remember the farmers that have gone to the grid beyond, This time is a good time to remember them. We just lost Mr. Roy down there in Salisbury. And these days people are even afraid of the challenges in agriculture. The Haitians are running away. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? Good afternoon to you, yeah?
Matt, if it have one thing I want to happen is when this criminal-led enterprise government leave office, all these PSCs that involve in embezzling and all the crime and criminal activity that is happening in government in Dominica, they have to be brought to justice, Matt. Matt, where I am right now in the DI, Matt, I mean, they come in one by one. Matt, I'm pretty confident that these guys, these TSCs, they're going to be caught wanting for the crime and criminal activity. Take care.
First priority. For nothing is more important than feeding the people. And it's agriculture that makes everything else possible. So how then can it be in this agricultural country? My government looks down on the community and places its emphasis on the tourism industry. Oh, they know everything needs the soil to survive. No industry can ever. So we must embrace agriculture before we promote tourism. Everything has its place, its time and its season. As the
Let's go back to the telephone. Are you there before we wrap it up? Yes? Uh-huh.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, Mark, what did they say? If it's not agriculture, is what?
Is what?
What did they say? How did they say that? If it's not agriculture, is what?
Is what?
If it's not passport, is what?
If it's not CBI, is what? That's what the question is.
Right. But Mark, I couldn't say that quickly. Mark, the person who gave the report is a female, right? The voice is a female voice. I don't know.
Yes, she is female. She's the FS.
Have to be a professional. And Mark, in church, in a church group, if you spend $5,000, Mark, and you don't tell the people how you spend it, if it's toilet paper, water, bill, how you spend it, not fireworks in the church, you know.
Huh.
Lord have mercy, and she's talking about $90 million. Matt, you know who can answer this question? The hucksters. Matt, right now, I became coming in on Friday, and whatever I sent for Dominica, I just could not get it. Something is wrong.
Caller, thank you very much. We'll be monitoring the storm. We're trying to get a report there from the Met office. There's some weather condition there that folks are monitoring on the weekend. So we'll try our very best to get some reports, even from our own Dr. Fontaine, plus the other officers here in Dominica on this pending storm. So you can join us again tomorrow on this University Radio. We inform, we educate, and we entertain. Again, this is the conversation we need to continue. And Miss FS, try to give us a breakdown and let us find out more about the $98 million spent. You said your words spent between 2020 and 2024. Just for transparency, because our people are becoming very bright. You can bring Mr. Clarence Christian along. He might help you itemize what is on the table. Let's give him that, So, On the telephone, yes. He was an auditor for many years, so maybe he'll help you. Let's talk to him on the telephone, yes? Before
yes,
we go.
Matt, good afternoon again, Matt. Matt,
Yes.
Matt, I can't help. Now, you see that topic there, Matt, it's close to my heart because l'argent fait give away mon l'école.
Save way,
save way. Mais, Matt, information FS là-bas, nous, il n'y a plus tout en information passée, chimé en fil pour l'appeler. Il n'y a plus tout en information. C'est comme si on plus regarder l'information là, là, écoutez ça, FS là, comme si on plus regarder l'information, c'est plus check si on y. But doesn't some fisheries come under agriculture? So, pour qui passe ban nous information là, combien l'argent yo pas moun pescade Dominique? Parce que m'a dit autant pescade qui a dit depuis Hurricane Maria yo pas ça gagner un not viwe. Yo pas mis bagay pour aider yo ever travail yo ka pour aller en la mer. Mat bagay ça wed là écoute FS là moun ka wonder la chance ça passer.
I know, but we have to join. Thank you. We have to join our friends there from Flow at this time. Thank you. Tomorrow, okay?
Come my friends, I need you. It's time to raise the vibe with your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow. Yeah. Flow is love. Yeah. Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow. Yeah. Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness where we connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that makes me flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. Grab somebody and hold them. Jam with each other. Grab somebody and hold them. Jam with each other. Hold them close, don't go nowhere. Hold them close, don't go nowhere. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow. Flow is love. Yeah. Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow. Yeah. Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness where we connect to flow. Smile and cheer because it makes me flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. Grab Sign up for broadband now and get 50% off for the first 3 months. Plus, a chance to win a $10,000 Visa cash card.
Flow ni en magasin neuf à Séoul. IWV est prêt pour mener service bao. Nous te promettons innovation et nous ca délivrer à présent. Boutique Flow à Séoul. Power pour mener bao bon qualité service et produit ou ça taper à plus gros magasin Flow. Si vous voulez gagner un portable neuf, ou registrer pour un service neuf, faire en plainte, ou bien payer un bill, ou bien simplement marquer en chection, ou ça fait tout ça. Côté magasin Flow à Séoul. Comme ça, les oué magasin Flow à Séoul en communauté ou bien en la ouïa, pas peur. Vini pour quitter travailler Flow ba au bon service professionnel. Magasin Flow à Séoul. N'importe place, n'importe l'air. Ka vini à Palapotu. Flow ka vini tout de suite à dans en l'occasion tout pué. The new Flow Store on Wheels is here and ready to serve you. We promised you innovation and we have delivered. The Flow Store on Wheels is equipped to provide all the great products and services available at our Flow Experience Center. If you want to purchase the latest smartphones, sign up for a new service, log a fault, pay a bill, or simply make an inquiry, you can do it all at our Flow Store on Wheels. Now that's what you call full service on wheels. So when you see our more Flow Store on Wheels in your community or on your street, don't be shy. Stop by and let our professional team serve you. The new Flow Store on Wheels, convenience and reliability at your doorstep. Coming soon to a location near you.
You an easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
2 minutes and you're on your way.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
When you share $50,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs, $1,000 in cash every single week. Home surround sound system, groceries, small appliances, smartphones, Bluetooth speakers, carnival tickets, and more. Wait, there is more. You could also be the grand prize winner of a $10,000 Visa cash card. Swipe all you like. All you have to do is top up $10 or more. Sign up for any new service from Flow, pay your bills in full, or switch to Flow, and you too can win more.
Get more. Oh, we live hybrid life, living on the hybrid life. What you feeling? Living on the hybrid life.
It's about time we now watch phone bill. That's what the contract is a sure thing. How with the new flow plan name? If you don't know about it, then they better slide in. How we live?
Hybrid life, living on the hybrid life.
What you feeling?
Hybrid life, living on the hybrid life.
Jump in at the
hybrid life, living on the hybrid life.
What you feeling?
Hybrid life, living on the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid!
Bundle up now and get 30 gigabytes of data and unlimited phone calls for only $55 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
Hurricane season can be unpredictable, but your business doesn't have to be. In the face of adversity, you need a partner that goes above and beyond. Choose the path of resilience and certainty with C&W Business. Through disaster recovery as a strategy solution, C&W Business will safeguard your critical data, maintain seamless communication channels, and help you bounce back faster than ever before. Visit our website, cwcbusiness.com/myopenbusiness to learn more. Remember, a safe business is an open business.
Roseau, you are now fiber ready. Enjoy faster speeds and bigger savings on Dominica's most reliable network. Sign up now or upgrade to a Flow Fiber internet package and get 1 month free internet service. Add a postpaid mobile to your package and save 50% off your mobile bill every month. Plus, get a smartphone absolutely free. Roseau, are you ready for the Flow Fiber fast internet experience? To feel the speed, visit the Flow flagship store or call 440-3569 for more information.
When a stroke occurs, you have 60 minutes to win or lose the race of your life. There are new treatments, but you must get to the hospital fast. If you suddenly feel weakness on one side or have trouble speaking, walking, or seeing, it could be a stroke. Call 911 or 999. Get to the hospital because how you spend the next 60 minutes could determine how you spend the rest of your life. Stroke. Know the signs. Act in time. A message from the Reasta Foundation in partnership with Flow Dominica.
Roots Rock Bar and Grill presents Reggae Night Wednesday, each and every Wednesday, featuring selector urban and special guest DJs, 9 p.m. till very late. Drink specials, Roots Rock Bar and Grill in Tata. See you there.
Our sponsorship of the ICC World Cup Cricket, it's not just another opportunity to put our brand out there. It's about fostering a sense of community, celebrating the universal language of sport. We believe in the power of sports to inspire, unite, and uplift, just like our commitment to provide seamless connectivity to our customers. We are ecstatic to launch this very new, exciting campaign, which allows you to win big with Flow this summer.
Yo, Flow got good news for you. Here's your chance to win an all-expense paid trip to the T20 Cricket World Cup Finals in Barbados. Get VIP treatment from the airport to the games. Here's how to qualify. Activate a prepaid combo plan, pay your bill in full and on time. Sign up for any postpaid or fixed bundle, or you could switch to Flow. Lots of prizes to be won. Free service, phones, shopping vouchers, trip to Barbados, and not forgetting the People's Fed, tickets to Breakfast Fed, only with Flow.
Get the family and crew all in. Connect 444. All you need to do is bundle your fixed service with your mobile service and connect 4 persons. That's right. Connect 4 persons and receive a handset at only $4.
Boom. Hit it to 6. Sign up for any of our standalone broadband packages between May to August and pay only $6 for the first month.
Strike with confidence, thump out, and switch to stay connected like a boss.
We're hitting beyond the boundary.
This is we. This is we. This is we. This is we. This is we.
This is we. This is we.
This is we. This is we.
This is we.
This is we.
This is we.
This is we.
This is we.
This is we.
Selector Dis que je parle de toi, n'es pas libéré. Si tu sais comment je m'en fous, je m'en tape de toi. Sans t'aider, j'aime pas ton cinéma, tu te prends pour un dans ça. J'ai pas le temps à perdre pour toi. Crois-moi, le cœur ça fait, je vois, ça fait c'est mon gars. Et voilà, je recherche, tu trouveras. Je suis entouré de parano. Je pensais pas que t'étais parano. Je suis entouré de parano. Parano. Je suis entouré de parano. Je pensais pas que t'étais parano. Je suis entouré de parano. Tu te prends pour un boss, mais t'as la gueule d'un gosse. Il n'est vraiment rien, t'as rien dans la tête. Tu me fais des menaces parce que tu penses que je passe mon temps à tes pieds. Il faudrait que t'arrêtes. La terre ne tourne pas autour de toi. Tu vois, tu te crois important. Je ferais mieux t'ignorer. Tu ne sais pas à quel point je m'en fous de ce que tu penses. Mets ça en tête, en lien ou s'en foutait. Je suis entouré de parano. Je pensais pas que t'étais parano. Je suis entouré de parano. Je suis entouré de parano. Je pensais pas que t'étais parano. Je suis entouré de parano. T'es trop parano, faudrait que t'arrêtes. Rien à perdre de toi ni de ta tête. T'es trop parano, faudrait que t'arrêtes. Faudrait que tu regardes un peu sur terre. Un peu sur terre. Parano. Selector
On s'est rencontrés, j'avais pas levé. J'avais tous les mecs sur le bas-côté. Fais belle et tu vas taper. Je suis rendu compte. Mais autant que ma tête, il y a ton truc qui m'a fait. Je suis le faux pasteur et c'est ma conscience qui m'a dit. Ok, je suis la cible, j'en tout le packaging. Je Traite-tu de base, traite-tu de base. Comment faire de ma tête en l'air? J'ai plus le contrôle. Traite-tu de base. Comment faire de ma tête en l'air? Je me voulais, c'est ma vue. Tu me voulais, ma vue. Il a fallu me prouver ton amour. Ah oui, la gueule. Bébé sangle, fini mon tête, moi je fais la vie de. Ah oui, bébé sangle, fini mon tête, moi je fais la vie de.
It's new back. Every day the other night, the right place at the right time. Just before I was on twice, she's running on me, so I'm holding on tight. Now here comes the other friend. Running on her, she's grabbing on me. She looked into my eyes and said, baby, now you have a problem with girls that like girls. Do you like it? Do you like it, baby? Do you like it? No, I don't have a problem with girls that like girls. Cause I like it. Cause I like it too, she. Hey. And now all eyes on us, trying to maintain my even a trembling rush.